returns as well. Blues hockey brought to you by Bud Light. It's the sure sign of a good time. Here we go. Jackets come in and a shot from the wing goes well wide. That's off the stick of Ryan Johansson, who is on with R.J. Umberger and Nick Foligno. Against Berglund, Tarasenko, and Sobotka. And now the Blues grab it, and here comes Shattenkirk. Sobotka now into the zone to Berglund, a shot, and that's blocked by Tootin. Rebound almost jammed in by Sobotka.
Oh, and a big hit behind the net by Jack Johnson on Patrick Berglund.
And the puck is steered to center by Umberger. Now Bouwmeester in for Sobotka. Back for Pietrangelo. Wrist shot. That doesn't get through the traffic. And now Foligno will guide one to center ice. And it's tracked down by Oshie.
And look for Vladdy Sobotka playing that left side to also take a lot of faceoffs on that line as well. Why wouldn't he? He's been unbelievable in the dot.
Over 61% on the year. Comes in front. And that's cleaned up by Elliott. And now played by Backes, who is on with Schwartz and Oshie. And then fed back of the goal. And here's Nathan Horton, who was signed as a free agent by the Jackets. And Oshie will twist one back to center ice.
Great defensive play there by David Backes. Eliminated Dubinsky from the puck.
Now it is Pietrangelo. And that high hoister goes to center, gloved down by Ryan Murray. At the line, broken up there by Stewart. And he goes for a skate. That pass at the skates of Mark Letestu. And now it's Stewart again for Roy. Outlet feed for Morrow, who had the winning goal the other night. Here's Morrow into Roy. To the net, tipped on goal. A save by McElhaney on Stewart.
Good job of funneling that puck towards Curtis McElhaney, and he makes the save on the short side. Time now for our Toyota keys to the game. Only a couple minutes into this contest against Columbus, and play again with that five-man pack mentality. It was been so successful the last 3 or 4 games, and win those battles off the face-offs, because it's not just the centermen of Columbus, but it's their entire group that are really good on the dots.
Yeah, the Blues won only 41% of the face-offs the last time these clubs met in Columbus. That's tipped out of midair by the Blues. Morrow. Good hand-eye coordination there by the veteran. And McElhaney had to be alert. And Darren, we saw this the other night on the first goal. These boards are so active.
Yeah, I love the active boards. I think everybody's got to be more alert. And from our Plaza Tire Service replay, you see the hand-eye coordination there of Derek Roy. But I think we're looking for more goals, more offense in the league. If you have dead boards, then nothing's coming out in front. I think it results in end zone play only. So I like the active boards. I like the fact the Blues changed them a couple of years ago.
Now the Blues win the face-off. A shot by Cole. And that was wide. Cole on defense with Leopold. As the Jackets get it near the line and held in by Leopold. And now for Reeves. At the line, Leopold steps into one, a shot on goal. And a pad saved by McElhaney. And the Jackets throw it down the ice. And a race for it. Cam Atkinson there. Back of the goal for Dubinsky in front. And now kept in at the line, and a wrist shot on goal by David Savard, and a save by Elliott. And it goes back to the cage again. Not dressed tonight for the Blues. Adam Cracknell and Carlo Poliakovo. And earlier today, the Blues sent down Chris Porter as Nikitin walks in, but he delayed a bit, and that put the play offside.
Well, we talked about that five-man tack mentality, and this is a good example. As we let this roll for a second here, in front of that, stop it here if we can. And stop it here, guys, if you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you got 5 Leopold. He's boxing out on the outside. He doesn't let his man get to the inside right there, and that's what you're talking about. Everything's in 5-man groups: defensive zone, neutral zone, and offensive zone.
And now it is Berglund back for the Blues. Look out here, stolen by Foligno, in on goal, a shot, and that hit the outside of the net. Great job by Foligno. Now for Johansson. His drive, and that may have hit the goalpost over the right shoulder of Elliott. That's a break there. Johansson had a 5-on-3 power play goal against the Blues. Now a race, Tarasenko. Beats Tootin to it. Tarasenko and a goal! And then he was taken down by the fellow Russian. Now Tarasenko with it. And his pass to the slot was tipped away. And then worked to center by Dubinsky. And then walked on by Jack Johnson. And he steers it around for Horton. There's Berglund there for the Blues. And then back to the goal. Shattenkirk couldn't knock it down. Tipped in deep by Anisimov. And now Horton gets it. Thought about shooting. And then for Dubinsky, good poke check there by Berglund. And then it comes back to Murray. For Dubinsky in the scoreless game. And he is watched by Berglund now to the front. Shot, they score! Anisimov, what a rocket into the top corner. It's 1-0 as he has scored goals in his last 4 against the Blues.
Red hot. Quite a screen there. Shattenkirk got caught in no man's land. You could tell by his reaction as soon as that puck went high under the bar on the glove side of goaltender Brian Elliott, who had no chance whatsoever. And it was a good play by Dubinsky protecting the puck and good use of puck possession time. And it wasn't their best scoring chance, but Anisimov, for whatever reason, his instincts told him to fire this puck. And if Elliott ends up seeing that puck all the way, he makes that save. Our Plaza Tire Service replay shows on his knees, a little deep in the net. Certainly not expecting that shot from Anisimov.
And that's off the mask of Brian Elliott as it was let go by Corey Tropp, and now the Blues to center ice. The goal at 3:58, the 12th of the year for Anisimov, the former Ranger who came in the Nash deal. Now a 3-on-2 for Columbus. Into the zone, Como. And now Pereiro, he left it there. The test to a shot. And Elliott had to be alert to that tough angle drive. And now Jaden Schwartz. He reverses for Bouwmeester. Through the middle now for Oshie. And he gets it down the wall. The Blues are changing. Now Oshie has to rag the puck a little bit. And then Lapierre comes in but can't get it. Here's Savard. And he is stood up by Payarvi, but the puck is center ice and then lobbed in by Ryan Craig. And that goes to the corner. Anisimov gets the goal from Dubinsky and Ryan Murray. And it's 1-0 for the Jackets. And there's Ryan Reeves, chops it in. Former Blue, Nick Nikitin back to get it. Stolen by Payarvi. And now Reeves there. And of course, he just returned in the last game. Reeves to the line now for Cole. Ian Cole a drive. That was wide. And around now for Leopold. And then Lapierre back of the cage. In front, a shot. And a body save by the goaltender, McElhaney. Columbus trying to clear it. That was stopped in there by Payarvi. Fourth line, a good shift here for the Blues. And his shot hits something, goes to the corner. And now grabbed by David Savard. And he slows it down as the Blues make a change on the fly.
That's another good shift from the fourth line, Bernie, and that really gave them the kind of energy that the Blues got in the last game with that fourth line.
Yeah, they need to get some energy going. I mean, this has really been great work by the Columbus Blue Jackets. They're getting much better at the scoring chances.
They do a good job of just funneling pucks from the net from anywhere.
Yeah, they do. I mean, you can see that's been their game plan thing. Everything is funneled toward the net, and I've been very impressed with the way they played 5-on-5. Ken Hitchcock told us about how good they were 5-on-5, and they have been very good.
And this is tipped in by Brendan Morrow. And Tootin, the first man back. And around for Johansson. There's Stewart for the Blues. Can't hold it in. And now played on the center for Nick Foligno. He came in a trade for Mark Mathot from Ottawa. And Foligno has found himself on the top line here in Columbus.
It's one of those good trades for both teams. Mathot's been good for Ottawa. Foligno has really supplied some good hockey in the top 6 forwards for Columbus.
Now it's tipped around Horton to a streaky Anisimov. In with Dubinsky. Anisimov pulls up right to the slot. And it went by everybody, and now it's Backes deep in his own zone. For Pietrangelo. Chipped to center by Oshie, and now back down the ice. And Wisniewski, who did not play against the Blues in Columbus, gets it up the middle now for Anisimov. And then Tropp lost the puck at center ice. Shots are 4-3 for the Jackets, who lead 1-0. And now Tropp goes for a skate back in his own zone to Murray. Good short outlet feed for Letestu. And then to Como a shot. That was blocked in front by Sabotka. Broken stick on the ice, a couple of sticks. The puck to center now for Cole. And he darts in. Ian Cole a shot and a save by McElhaney and no rebound. And we get a stoppage. 12:17 to go in the first period. Anisimov has the first goal.
Now the Blues find themselves down a goal early in this first period. And you go back a couple of years ago, and the big trade that Columbus made with the New York Rangers sent Rick Nash to New York, and it was Artem Anisimov that has come over as part of the trade with Dubinsky, and he's been actually red hot for the Columbus Blue Jackets. In fact, this is the 4th straight game now that he's played against the Blues is he's able to score goals. He gets the first one here tonight, this big rocket that I don't believe Elliott saw at all. It was the screen by Shattenkirk. So that's, again, great offense out of Anisimov. The Blues are going to have to really pay some extra attention to him.
Now it's Brendan Morrow's shot. And that was off a leg. And now it's a cutting Pietrangelo in front for Roy. And he couldn't get it on goal. And then the Jackets punch it up the middle back to center ice.
Good play in the small areas there. Good hands by Stewart and Brendan Morrow on a little give and go. But as goal scorers know, if you feel as if there's going to be a little bit of a screen from a Plaza Tire Service replay, then you fire that. Now, here's what we're going to look at here is the angle of the shot. Stop it here if we can. And this is a direct line right there. And the goaltender's looking over the right, and it goes to the left. And Shattenkirk knows it. I looked at Shattenkirk's body language right after that, and he knows full well that he was just in a real bad spot right there. Sometimes you just can't get out of the way.
And it was a real good play, though, by Dubinsky to throw the puck softly into the middle of the slot area there. So, I mean, it was a surprise to everybody that pass was going there.
Now Dean Cole, a shot. Good pass, save McElhaney. The rebound is shot wide by Payarby. And now Johnson. He can't clear it by Ryan Reeves. Then it's knocked down by another former Ranger, Feder Tootin, into the zone. Long shot by Jenner. That missed everything, and now Reeves gets it off the end board. He played about 9 minutes the other night against L.A.
Oh, what a hit, Jack Johnson. Good physical play there on Reeves. And you're right, Reeves just adds another dimension, speed and everything there. And I thought Porter did a nice job in the last game as well on that left side.
Yeah, they both had 4 hits in the game. Now it's Caden Schwartz in for Oshie. And he looks around, finds Shattenkirk wide open. And a penalty called in front of the goal. It must be on the Blues because they had the puck.
It's an interference call, an offensive zone minor penalty. And one of these calls that isn't often called.
St. Louis penalty number 9, 2 minutes interference.
So it's on Jaden Schwartz as they set up a little bit of a pick. All good teams in the offensive zone utilize picks. And right here, right there on Wisniewski, right there, right on that side, let it go, and that's the pick right there. But as the Blues and every team that's a top team in the NHL know that all the good ones get away with a lot of picks in a lot of areas. That's what gives you a little bit more time and space. Schwartz, unfortunately, didn't get away with that one.
Oh, off the face-off, Bouwmeester has broken his stick. He gets Oshie's stick, and now he needs a stick. Wisniewski across. Jackets up 1-0. And Johansson has it. To the line. Now Oshie gets a stick. Wisniewski a drive. That was blocked. Now it hits Oshie in the head. Comes down. And Oshie flips it. That's kicked. What is this, soccer out here? And now back is to center ice.
So it was a header by Oshie. A little kick out of the air by Wisniewski. Body play coming back.
A football match is broken out here.
Soccer gate again.
Yes. And a drive by Foligno wide. And the Blues chop it away. The Jackets on the power play. 17.6% and very cold of late, 2 for 20. Although those 2 goals were scored in their last game, that 2-0 win in Phoenix a couple of nights ago. And they moved the puck up the middle. And Johansson can't split the defense, and that's wired down the ice by Saboka. And McElhaney out to play, and Lapierre is cruising in. And now it comes around for Anisimov. And he's jammed to the boards by Lapierre. Now Tootin gets the puck into the zone to Horton, now for Dubinsky. And pass back, that comes to center ice.
Just a bit outside, that one right there.
35 to go in the power play. Columbus was 1 for 7 against the Blues in Columbus. That goal was scored on a 5-on-3 power play. And Pietrangelo, pass in front of his goal, got away with it. And now Bouwmeester with a new stick wraps it off the boards and down the ice. So good penalty killing here by the Blues. Tootin cruises through the neutral zone for Johnson. That's broken up. Back is now to Jackman, and he snaps it down the ice. And that should just about do it. No shots on goal for Columbus, and Schwartz has returned.
It's a good momentum builder right there.
Como was knocked down. He gets backed up, and a shot. Caught off by Elliott with his shoulder. And now Como again. Hands it on to Letestu. That drive. Look out. And it's in the net. It bounced up in the air and then over the shoulder. A weird one makes it 2-0.
You believe that bounce? We've seen some goofy goals in the NHL this year. One in the pants of goaltender Mike Smith as he goes into the net. This one here stuns the crowd. There's no way in the world that Elliott has a chance on it. But this line here with Letestu just funneling pucks at the net. Went off Shattenkirk up way high in the air. I think it was Shattenkirk or maybe it was Leopold. Up in the air. And then over the head of Elliott and in the net.
And the goal at 11:22 makes it 2-0. If it's Letestu's goal, it's his second of the year. First in 40 games.
Now, it's pretty clear, guys, that the Columbus Blue Jackets are trying to get the puck to the front of the net as quick as possible. I mean, they're shooting from sharp angles from, all sides of the net. They just want to get traffic and shots on goal, and so far it's worked pretty good for them.
Well, their coach, Todd Richard, said this morning they want to take a page out of the St. Louis Blues book and play a similar style of game. And one of the things the Blues do well when they're playing well is they funnel a lot of pucks towards the net.
And Letestu does get the goal from Como. And now Stewart comes in. Here's Chris Stewart. Shoots one. Oh, that's off the shoulder of McElhaney, almost into the net. And that was the Blues' closest opportunity. And Ryan Craig filters one to the corner. Now for Pietrangelo and ahead to Berglund. Berglund on the center ice for Vladdy Tarasenko. Trying to cut to the middle. And then Berglund gets it. And Berglund trying to pull up now. Forced back of the goal by Murray. And now it comes to Sobotka right in front, knocked away, but kept in by Pietrangelo for Bouwmeester. And a shot. Didn't get through the traffic. Chopped at by Wisniewski. And now it comes down at the line, and the Jackets force it out. Tarasenko gets it right back in there. Good play for Sobotka. Into Pietrangelo, and he just mishandled at the last second as he was getting ready to shoot. Now Pietrangelo in front. Here's Backes turning. Back to Cole. Ian Cole waits now for Backes again. And under 7 to play here in the first period. Blues down by 2. Sobotka against Como. And the Blue Jackets get it back now for Foligno, and off the boards and out. Here's Oshie. At the line, trying to make a move on Foligno. That didn't work. Worked along by Johansson. And he's forced to the corner by Cole. Now Johansson with it, a pass. Tipped away in a race for it. Oshie against 2. In a foot race. And Oshie goes flying down. And then Schwartz will throw one high to the corner. That goes too high. And it's out of play. And a break in the action, 6:23 to go. Letestu, a weird one to make it 2-0.
Well, Letestu's had some tough luck around the net. That's only his second goal of the game. But Como had a nice play earlier by firing the puck. So here's the shot by Letestu after Como's shot was stopped by Elliott. It misses Shattenkirk. Goes off the right skate laces there of Cole. Up. Everybody's looking for it. Tropp is looking for it. Morrow's looking for it. The goalie's looking for it. And ends up right inside the post and in the net. I mean, just remarkable. Keep your eye on that. The head right here of Elliott. Looking. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? And he still hasn't identified it. And there's probably Morrow that was maybe screaming by that time that he quickly looks to his left.
Yeah, he didn't see it either. Morrow was he was looking for it. He knew it was somewhere in the air, but I don't think he spotted it either, Banger, judging from his reaction.
I love watching the head of the goaltenders and the players going by. Even Tropp, he was looking one way, looking for it. Morrow's looking the other way. Elliott's looking another way. That's how easily you can lose sight of where that puck is.
And Sobotka at the line. His shot tipped off the leg just wide and now grabbed by Tarasenko. The Blues in a 2-0 hole here. 5:50 left. First period. Sobotka for Jackman. Angles it off the boards. That was a set play. Now for Berglund. And he's worked over by Jack Johnson. And now Tarasenko, pass back. Jackman stumbling, keeps it in now for Schwartz. Here's Schwartz for Tarasenko.
Oh, what a play by Petter Tooten right there.
And then Berglund interfered with. The referees looked the other way. Both Mike Hassenfrost and Rob Martel.
Well, they're not guys that call a lot of penalties during the course of a game. I'm surprised that wasn't called right there. One interference call on Schwartz earlier in the game. That one there clearly eliminated Berglund from getting the puck where the puck wasn't there.
Yeah, if he would have taken the puck himself after the hit, it might have been fine, but he didn't even take the puck. I'm shocked that there was no call.
Now Schwartz comes up with it for the Blues. for Bouwmeester, and it rolled off his stick and back to center ice. And then fired right back in by Pietrangelo. Short pass to Anisimov. And the Jackets at center ice. Punched in by Nathan Horton. And now Anisimov in behind the goal for Horton. Trying to center one, but that's blocked by Backes. And Pietrangelo now on for Schwartz.
This is it. Now that Nathan Horton's back in the lineup, only playing his second game after they signed him to that big contract in the offseason, you can see where this team is going to be tough down the stretch. These top 6 forwards are awfully good.
And Marian Gaborik, of course, is missing with a broken collarbone.
He's missed 23 of the last 24 games.
And now Cole gets it on to center ice for Stewart. That pass is tipped out of midair by Atkinson. Now back for Cole. Nice pass on the tape of Stewart. And he comes in. Roy back on the goal for Morrow. And he was canceled. Atkinson with it. And then punched off the boards by Jenner back to center ice. And then shot over the boards by Craig. Shot for 6-6, but the Jackets have a 2-goal lead.
Well, certainly a fine line in hockey games, and it's a fast-paced game, and whether or not there's a penalty being called or not being called, and here's the two differences here. You've got an offensive zone minor penalty that's right here. Schwartz ends up getting called on this play. A little pick there on Wisniewski. Blues making a play there, and then here's another one here where the puck's there, and here's Jack Johnson, and he makes a strong play on Berglund, eliminated Berglund from the play. So one ends up getting called, and one ends up not getting called.
Well, there was the reaction there because Tootin picked up that puck. If I believe that if Johnson would have picked up the puck, I would have said it's okay. It was a battle for the puck, but
I
not the way that was looked.
I think the net, though, might have screened the referee where the puck was, though.
Yeah, maybe Panger. Yeah, very well could have been.
Although oftentimes we see the back referee make a call like that. Either way, it was let go as Cole grabbed it for the Blues.
But other than that, the Blues have to get back to playing a hard line-by-line hockey game here against Columbus. They've had one line going, next line falling off. One line going, next line flying off. They've got to get it line by line and get some sustained pressure momentum in this game.
And Hitchcock, all he would talk about the last couple of days is how hard Columbus works. A great work ethic. And they play a very physical game. And speaking of that, Reeves a hit on Foligno from behind. Puck comes around, now Johansson with it, trying to center one. That's blocked by Cole. And then Ian Cole ahead for Berglund. At the line, held in, a shot by Johnson. Off the skate of Leopold, and now scooped out of there by Cole. And then Tootin at his own line. Moved along by Foligno, grabbed by Jackman. Nice pass ahead for Tarasenko. He leaves it for Berglund. Shots are still even at 6. As Tootin takes the hit from Sobotka, rolls off the check, reverses, but that's right to Tarasenko.
Rolled off his blade, otherwise he had Berglund driving hard to the net there.
And now Sobotka gets it in front. He turns, and a shot, and a pad save by McElhaney. And it's floated high to center ice. Settled by Jackman. And then moved back in by Sobotka. Great pass, Tarasenko. And a drive and a save by McElhaney on a hard snapshot by Tarasenko.
What a play, and great hands and vision there by Vladdy Sobotka. Boy, he and Tarasenko have a little bit of chemistry going on now, and Ryan Johansson can't get on it quick enough before that shot's released. And there's that one by Sobotka with Berglund right in front. Tarasenko squirming around for a rebound.
And now Backes wins the faceoff back to Pietrangelo. That shot hit Dubinsky and is taken by Wisniewski. He clears it away. Now Pietrangelo, far side, that's off a stick, and it goes out of play. Well, the Blues hit the road after tonight's game for a 3-game trip, but then return on January 14th against Phoenix. Great seats are still available for as low as $30. Go to stlouisblues.com to get your tickets today. Blues go to Edmonton, Calgary, and Vancouver next week. As Backes chops one to Schwartz. Schwartz stops and starts on Anisimov. Now for Oshie. In front, Backes diving. Now Oshie gets it with some dogged determination. Oshie trying to center it for Bouwmeester. And that pass comes right through the slot. Bounces by everybody. And now Dubinsky to center ice. In for Anisimov. Dropped off to Horton, and then tipped wide by Dubinsky. And it's back of the cage, grabbed by Pietrangelo. He can't move it out. And then Dubinsky again, pinned by Oshie, now centered in front. Comes back to line to Nikitin. And the former Blue gets it down low, but Oshie there. Good reverse hit on Horton. With a minute to go in the period. Oshie, nice move at his own line now for Schwartz, who had his 6-game goal streak end the other night against LA.
It's a good physical battle there by TJ Oshie. He was telling me this morning that he's really getting any of those reverse hits in anymore because more players are prepared for that kind of hit against him. And there he and Horton, who's had some shoulder issues, obviously had to take that blow.
And now Nick Nikitin a shot, and that's off a stick out high. And then taken by Roy. That hit the back of the Blues goal. And it goes to the opposition. And picked up by Boone Jenner. He turns. That pass, good read by Shattenkirk. With 20 to go in the period, the pass just out of the reach of Roy. And now Savard back of his own goal. Roy pokes it in front of Morrow, but he got in too tight. And that was turned away by McElhaney. Now Trop on the wing. And he makes a good, smart play to get it high. And that's going to do it as far as the first period. And Jackman's shot is blocked. So the hard-working Jackets get a couple of early goals from Anisimov and Letestu and lead by 2.
Last time these two teams met, Columbus led 3-1 before Tarasenko put on a show and the Blues bounced back under David Backes. They'll need some of that magic again tonight.
Blues outshoot the Jackets 8-6, but Jim, they're down by a pair after 1. Well, on a snowy night in St. Louis, the Jackets enjoy a 2-goal lead. John and Darren back in the broadcast booth. The Jackets got a hard-working goal in the first and a lucky goal, and they'll take it with a 2-0 advantage.
No question about that. I think the one area that I'm sure that the Blues talked about, John, inside that locker room was turnovers. I mean, defensive zone turnovers, the Blues had 7 turnovers in their own zone as compared to just 3 for the Columbus Blue Jackets in that area. So that's certainly one area that they want to hone in on.
Absolutely. And the Jackets, again, they are a hard-working club. They're physical, and if you're not ready to play, they'll be in your face all night.
Yeah, but if you're not ready to play soccer, then you can't be ready to go, okay? So, I mean, these players prepare for soccer. But this play here by Oshie, the puck's coming in here. What are we going to do? We're going to head the puck because that's what they worked on before the game. And then here's Wisniewski. He's going to clear it out with the right skate. Boom! He bangs it back in, and here comes Oshie. He's going to glove it and push it out that way. So you go, and then he gets hit. Yeah, so you got to be ready at all times. It's going to take more than Anisimov to continue this game on. He's been a star against the Blues with 4 goals his last 4 games, as Bernie pointed out.
Blues hockey is brought to you by Bud Light. It's the sure sign of a good time. Here we go. Teams are at full strength to begin the second, as Berglund will push it deep on with Sobotka and Tarasenko. And that's blocked by Tarasenko. And now Sobotka down low for Berglund. And Jack Johnson there trying to move it around. Sobotka in there. And then Berglund is also in the pack. Johnson chops it ahead. And Jackman trying to pinch in, can't get there in time. And it rolls to center ice. Now Shattenkirk. Berglund gets a piece of this one. And McElhaney sets it up. By the way, the Jackets do have their #1 goalie back, Sergei Bobrovsky. Last year's Vezina Trophy winner has been out for the last 12 games with a groin injury.
Yeah, I thought that he may get the nod here tonight, except that Curtis McElhaney's coming off that brilliant performance and a shutout. Can't take a goalie out when he's got a shutout like that.
Pretty tough to do. And he is expected to play on Monday in New York, is Bobrovsky. Now Pietrangelo races down the boards. Centering pass blocked by Horton. And the Jackets have numbers the other way, led by Dubinsky. He cuts in and a shot, and it's saved by Elliott with a shoulder, with Anisimov stiffened for a rebound, but none was there.
A lot of shots again going high to the blocker side on Brian Elliott, as was the case in the last game against the LA Kings, and he's equal to the task there again.
Now the Blues at center ice, they get it back, Backes, and he is stripped, and now Como wires it back in behind the Blues' net. Elliott sets it up for Leopold, who is back after missing 26 games with a ligament injury in his hand. Stolen here by Backes. And he can't pull the trigger. And Morrow in front, that was off the mark. And now Como the other way for Columbus. And Como shot. Blocker saved by Elliott. And the rebound is cleaned up by Morrow, and he gets the puck back to the neutral zone.
Yeah, Como was looking for that pass off the pad on the far side. Looking for Letestu driving hard in the middle of the ice, but good job by Elliott to control it in as good a fashion as he possibly could there.
And now it is chopped back in by the Jackets. Elliott plays one for Leopold. And now for Roy, ahead to Stewart, and he can't get into the zone.
For as much as we talked about the Blues being a five-man pack against the LA Kings, that has not been the case so far in this game. They're being strung out here a little bit. And here's the turnover in the offensive zone, some passes off the mark, and then that results in a good scoring chance right there by Dubinsky. And Dubinsky's shot high to the blocker side. You see the positioning right there of Elliott. He's backing up. He knows he's got a man, Anisimov, on the doorstep, and the rebound goes the other way. Otherwise, Anisimov's right there.
That was a heck of a shot, too. I mean, that was awful close to going in. Wasn't much of that shoulder pad left, was there?
No, there wasn't. Not at all.
As Savard wires it in behind the Blues goal. Played around for Magnus Payarvi. Out there with Lapierre and Reeves. And now it is Lapierre with it, trying to clear it away. Speaking of goaltenders, Jake Allen has been recalled again from Chicago. As Halak was hoping to feel better today, but actually felt worse than yesterday, and they had to recall Jake Allen again. He's backing up Brian Elliott. Now Payarvi has some room here. And a shot in a pad saved by McElhaney. And we get a stoppage. Fox Sports Midwest brings you the Cardinals Hot Stove Report Wednesday. We'll preview the 2014 schedule and the big matchups and visits including Carlos Beltran and the Yankees. Cards Hot Stove Wednesday at 6:30 on Fox Sports Midwest. Sabotka on the faceoff against Johansson. Now they'll toss Sabotka, so Berglund will step in.
Two left-hand shots. They'll pull it back the same way, and maybe they can punch it back to Pietrangelo here.
And they do get the puck back to the boards. Here's Sabotka. He emerges to Tarasenko, a shot, and that was blocked by Johansson. Maybe on the hand, and that stung. And now Bullmeister ahead for Tarasenko. Nice pass to center ice for Sabotka. And he gets the legs moving into the zone. Sabotka trying to make a play now for Tarasenko. And he was stripped. And the Jackets force it back to center. Here's Pietrangelo off the boards and then back to the Columbus line. Now Johnson for Johansson. And that goes all the way down for an icing call.
That was close there because Horton had nearly beat Pietrangelo. But I was talking to TJ Oshie today about Vladdy Sabotka because they played together, especially in that last game against LA. And TJ Oshie is as patient a man with the puck as you will find. He said, I've never played with a guy that has the patience as Sabotka. So he said he really enjoyed playing with him. He said, I can't wait to get my big man back in the middle of the ice, David Backes. But there was some instant chemistry there between Oshie and Sabotka.
And Schwartz.
And Schwartz. You got that right.
And a shot by Jackman wide. Now Shattenkirk steps into one and a save by McElhaney. And it's off his blocker and out of play. Good shot there by Shattenkirk. All alone, he's able to step into it. And a better save there by Curtis McElhaney. Watch the right pad of McElhaney. There. Just boots that out with a good low shot. And he's trying to go against the grain. Might have glanced off the blocker. Right there, Curtis McElhaney. Very good technically speaking goaltender anyway. Good positional goaltender. Spent 4 years at Colorado College. Same school as Jaden Schwartz.
Went to the
Oshie is pulled down.
Frozen Four a couple of years in a row.
And then Oshie, a reverse hit back of the goal. And it pops free to Backes. And now back to Jackman. Here's Backes off the boards to Shattenkirk. Wires it back to the cage. Schwartz in the area. But now Wisniewski gets it back. And that's tipped ahead. And Thornton gets it out. Push right back in by the Blues. And Wisniewski takes cover back of the goal. Shots in the game, 11-8 for the Blues, who trail by 2. By the way, on that second goal, they have given the second assist to McElhaney. So the second game in a row, a goaltender gets an assist. Now Atkinson works hard in the corner. Petrangelo there for the Blues, along with Derek Roy. Now Roy pulled down the Blues. They've yet to have a power play tonight. And Darren, you mentioned earlier that these referees don't like to call a lot of penalties. And we've seen that tonight. We've only had the one minor. Now Stewart. He'll count it around the inboards to Morrow. And that hit the referee. That's a break for Columbus, and Atkinson chips it out. Cole hammers it right back in there. Morrow on the forecheck. Savard around for Nikitin, who was traded for Chris Russell a couple of years ago. That goes down the ice. And he and Cole, the first player back. And then off the boards and out. KRV now ahead to Lapierre. Trying to cut around the defense. And a good job by Nikitin to stand him up. And the puck has worked to center ice.
Yeah, the Columbus Blue Jackets are doing a good job of not only the backside pressure, but the defensemen are holding the line and catching the Blues by surprise. Max Lapierre is taking exception now to Nick Nikitin, because it was Nikitin on the left side that held the line, surprised him, hit him, and might have hit him, or at least got a little bit of it up high on Lapierre. Lapierre kind of looked around expecting a call. I think in a game like this, though, if the Blues are just going to wait around expecting for calls to be made, they might find themselves behind the 8 ball without time left on the clock. You got to keep going and keep grinding away at it and win this game 5-on-5. 5-on-5, it's hard to play against the Columbus Blue Jackets. They've proven to be a good team in that area.
Yeah, the Blues need to initiate a lot more. Ken Hitchcock talked about that. Don't retaliate. Make sure that you initiate. And here we're looking at some more of the non-calls, I guess.
A little shove from behind right there by Blake Como. Knocks down Derek Roy, who does an excellent job of regaining control, even on his backside right there.
Yeah, don't look for some help. Make your own breaks. And the Blues very much need the next goal. Down by 2 here. As Bouwmeester has to scamper back to Petrangelo. Up the boards for Sobotka. And now worked along by Tarasenko. Into some open ice. Tarasenko, a shot and a save by McElhaney as he took it right against the chest and bobbled it for a moment. But made the save. It's still 2-0 for Columbus.
For the game, you told us that this team 5-on-5, the Columbus Blue Jackets, does a lot of great work, and they're outworking you guys right now. Is that been the story?
No, it's more about us. We're not playing near as well as we did before. We're coming on now, so we just got to keep playing simple, hard hockey. We'll get it back here. Just keep playing direct north hockey. We'll be fine.
Thanks, Hitch.
Blues at home this year, 16-3-2. The Jackets on the road are a game under 500, but have won 4 of their last 6.
I like the positive spin he gave Bernie at the very end. We're going to get it north-south, and that's the direction that the Blues have taken. They have not wavered at all, whether or not the game's going their way or not going their way. And that's exactly what the head coach Todd Richards told us this morning. He said that's what he likes about the Blues. They don't waver.
And a drive by the Jackets, right on goal by Umberger, and a save there by Elliott. And Berglund back the other way. At the line for Sobotka. Now to Berglund. And he's pressured from behind. Throws one deep for Tarasenko. In front to Sobotka. Can't get a shot. And this line's been dangerous all night. Now back to Jackman. His wrist shot. Bobbles around in front. And now Tarasenko follows up. Throws it low for Berglund. Berglund out high to Jackman. To his partner Shattenkirk. And then back to Jackman. The shot. He scores! Jackman again!
Two and two for Barrett Jackman. And remember that YouTube sensation in the playoffs with the Jacks, and the players on the bench cross their arms, their forearms together as Jackman fires it together. But again, great hard work by Sobotka battling for the puck. And you see the traffic in front with Berglund off the post and in the net. A just perfect shot. And there's Petrangelo with the Jacks. And that's good stuff right there.
And there's another goal scored by the Blues moments after Hitch's interview with Fedorko.
It's world famous now, Bernie.
Yeah.
Why don't you go interview him again?
Yeah, really. You know what? They are coming on. I mean, he did put a positive spin on it, which I really liked as well. And I think that one actually may have hit Berglund, guys. It looked like that one changed direction. I don't know if that's going to be Jackman's goal or not, but from my angle here, it looked like it changed direction, went off the post, but I don't know if you guys could see anything better from up top or not.
You know, Bernie, I thought he hopped up and it didn't hit him, but it was very, very close. But in the meantime, because of Bernie's interviews, the Blues have scored 8 goals after the Hitchcock interview.
And they give the goal to Jackman, his second goal of the year, and second goal in as many games after not scoring any goals in his previous 50 games.
Well, Sobotka did a lot of the work there prior to the puck getting back to the point. He never gave up on it. It was a good cycle down low. This angle here, oh yes, you know what, Bernie, you're right on the mark. It looked like it hit his right knee. That shot there, that looked very clear that it changed direction.
Yeah, I thought it did hit something on the way through.
Well, you don't miss those. You know what, John Kelly? That's what makes you special.
But I couldn't tell who it was. And we'll see if they change it. For now, it's Jackman from Berglund and Shattenkirk at 7:03. And the Blues have cut the lead to 2-1. And now a pass ahead for Oshie.
Man, he could have got drilled right there.
And then Tutin feathers it right back in the blue zone. It's Dubinsky. And now Horton a shot. And a save there by Elliott. And then Dubinsky back in the cage. To Keaton now for Savard. And Keaton gets it again, a drive. That got through, and a save by Elliott. And knocked to the corner by Oshie. Hands it ahead to Schwartz. And Schwartz, who has points in 7 straight, gets it deep. Good hit by Backus on his former teammate Nikitin. And now Letestu to center ice. Como can't get there in time. Broken up by Cole. And now Cole with it for the Blues. And that's a Columbus line. Derek Roy plays it back for Cole. And now Morrow, he has it. And then the Blues reloaded their own zone. Here's Leopold off the boards. Into open ice for Roy, and that's off a stick and in. Savard there ducks away from Stewart's check. Now comes in front off the back of the goal. Morrow jams it. And where is it?
He's got his blocker.
Yeah, he picked it up with his right hand.
Yeah, like Dominik Hasek. Boy, when Hasek came into the league and started doing that, I thought, what on earth are you doing? But it makes a lot of sense in order to cover it up. And that's what Curtis McElhaney does there from our Mazda drive to the net. Good pass by Shattenkirk. Jackman just takes it back into a stronger position. The pressure down low is Berglund, and clearly it goes off his knee and in the net. And I'm sure the NHL will take another look at it, so that goal by Jax might be changed to Bergs.
It was plus 26 in the second period. Jackman did have a 2-game goal streak last January. So maybe this is his month to score goals. As
all that gravy and turkey and everything gets him going.
This goes out of play, 10:45 left in the second period.
Well, it's all about chemistry and cohesion, too. And, you know, Jackman solidifies any pairing that he's on. You know that he's reliable in his own zone. He doesn't do all the pretty things. And when he scores the goals, he gets accolades, but those are just bonuses. But he and Shattenkirk have a lot of good chemistry on and off the ice. And you can see there that Jackman was waiting for that pass from Shattenkirk. Usually it's Jackman to Shattenkirk. They switch roles right there.
And from the face-off, it is Umberger down the boards. Blues get it back. And Jackman, nice pass up the middle now for Reeves with Payarvi. And Payarvi goes spinning down. And then it's Johansson trying to get away from his man. That's Lapierre, and he delays a bit. And the play goes offside.
Well, in the game against the Los Angeles Kings, there was a game in which there was a big old cold sore growing on the lips that you couldn't get rid of. And they did. So they got rid of that one there. And you can see the reaction here of Barrett Jackman. And the bench was doing the same thing as well. Do you remember last year in the playoffs that or during the lockout, there was a number of students that did a little video together, and they did a whole thing on Jacks crossing their arms like that, and it carried on. It was just a sensation. Hundreds and hundreds of millions of fans watching it.
YouTube sensation is Barrett Jackson.
Right, Bernie? You watched it, Bernie, a few times.
Yes, I did.
Now it's Pietrangelo.
I thought they were Sons of Anarchy fans. Gotta love Jacks on that show.
Here's Backus, wide open is Oshie, and he's in the clear, and a shot goes high. Missed everything, did Oshie. I'm not sure if McElhaney got a glove on it or not.
No, John, he missed wide and high.
As he had a partial break. And now Oshie in the corner. Against Tootin. And then Backus helps out. And now we get a penalty call. And it might be on Tootin for holding the stick.
That's good work here by TJ Oshie. He's got to be out of gas. He spent it all on that shift right there. For Jackman, this blast doesn't get tipped. Who cares? 2-1. Well, here's the battle down in the corner. It's a 2-on-3 battle. And you see Tootin right here. He grabs onto the stick right there, and then he tries to make it like he's not. There's no way Oshie can get to the puck, so there's the first power play of the game. What a pass from David Backus through the seam, perfectly executed. Oshie tries to bring it in and go high to the glove side, and he misses high and wide on that opportunity.
Blues were 2 for 5 against the Kings and have scored power play goals in 5 of their last 6. The Jackets' killing penalties have been very porous of late. They've allowed 8 goals in their last 5 games on the kill. As Sobotka wins it back for Shattenkirk. Out high with Pietrangelo. And this is Tarasenko now to Sobotka. Berglund screens in front. Here's Tarasenko to the front. Can't get it in on that. Now Sobotka with a drive. That goes just wide. Maybe off the goalpost as well. And then Sobotka again to Berglund. Tarasenko quickly back to Shattenkirk. And his shot tipped away by the stick of Umberger and out of play.
He does, as 2 right-hand shots, he does have Pietrangelo, and now Shattenkirk's going right over to Pietrangelo. Give him a little talk and knowing that he's wide open on that play. Good play there by Tarasenko. The puck stays alive right there because of the clear by Wisniewski, picked off there by Sobotka outside of the post. Hit the netting and out of play right there on that particular play, and then Shattenkirk has a chance to feed it over to Pietrangelo and decide to shoot it, gets deflected up in the stands.
I love the way, or I should say, Tarasenko went to the net there, though. That's power hockey there. He's got that strength going to the net like that. I love when he does that.
Yeah, when he gets a half step on a guy, Bernie, from the corner, you are not going to stop him with his strength.
That's exactly it. And another penalty could have been taken, too. So I'd say almost ended up on Pietrangelo's stick, too, which would have been a perfect pass without even trying.
Now it's Anisimov down low for Columbus as Brendan Morrow and Roy try to get it back. 6 players converge. Anisimov comes away with it, and he goes off the boards and down the ice. Now with a minute to go in the Blues power play.
And we can see Jordan Leopold on this second power play unit. They keep Pietrangelo and Shattenkirk as the point men on the first unit, and Bouwmeester here and Leopold on the second.
Those are 1 for 3 on the power play in Columbus. Now Jaden Schwartz on the cycle. Reverse hit by Oshie. Backus gets it to the line for Leopold. He plays it to Oshie. And a shot. Hit a stick, goes to the near side. Now Bouwmeester for Schwartz.
Nice
leaves
play.
it for Oshie. And Leopold had moved in, and no one is there on the right point.
Tough play right there, all the way around. Good skate work there by Schwartz, keeping his balance and moving the puck ahead.
A long pass moved in by Schwartz. Chased by Umberger. And he circles the wagons to Pietrangelo. Shattenkirk is open. He gets it, a shot, and a pad save by McElhaney. Saw that all the way, and it's fired down the ice.
That's the same play that Pietrangelo was looking at on that the early part of the power play from Shattenkirk. But I think when that developed, it was an easy play for the goalie because there was just no screen there.
Blues had 1 shot on that power play, and the Jackets have killed it. It's still 2-1 Columbus. Sobotka with it. Can't get a shot. And now Wisniewski has it again for the Jackets.
That Wisniewski's quite a golfer, Bernie. Club champion at Muirfield Village in Columbus, Ohio. The club champion.
That's pretty impressive.
That's Jack's course.
That's now JD's course. JD, a member there.
As well as the president of the Blue Jackets.
Yeah,
And
he's not here on this trip because he's in Sweden at the World Juniors. Jarmo Kekalainen is here.
And now the Blues out of the zone. Here's Lapierre. 2-on-2. And delays a bit. Foligno comes over. And that bounces at the line and gets by Ian Cole. Now Jackman for Reeves. With 6:30 left in the second period.
Good speed here by Pearvy on the forecheck.
And the puck up the boards, held in by the red-hot Jackman, and shot it. Got through. And a stop by McElhinney. Now Reeves with it. For Lapierre. And he battles down low against Savard. Jackman is wide open. And across for Cole. Steered back with a cage again. Reeves had it but lost it. And now Foligno. And that's off the glass. Bounces. And it does come to center ice. And that's chopped back in by Lapierre. And the Blues did not clear the zone in time. And we get a whistle. The goal by Jackman has made this a one-goal game.
Well, great to see Alexander Steen. He's between Ray Bennett on the left and goaltending coach Corey Hirsch on the right. So you know he's got to be feeling better. He's sitting beside a goaltender up there. This morning, this was about 9 o'clock. Cameraman Joe got him out there. Can't hide from anybody around here. Doing a little bit of light skating, just getting on the ice again. Just small stops and starts, nothing major. Handling the puck. So that is obviously good news. Progress is always good news when you're dealing with an injury to the noggin like Steen is.
Now it's knocked down by Schwartz. He comes back in to the front for Oshie. And a great back check to break it up by Dubinsky. As Oshie was wide open in front.
Well,
there's gets it in.
They're starting to get better here, you know, and David Back is just returning after a 3-game absence. You see, he's getting his hands. They're catching up to the feet and making some really good plays here.
And now Backus comes in a shot. That goes way high. Schwartz there. Kicks one down low. And then Schwartz stood up by the Jacket defenseman there, too. And then Backus carries along the stick of Johnson, knocked him down. Jack Johnson has lost his stick. Here's Schwartz. Chased by Anisimov to the line to Pietrangelo. And a shot goes by. And off the boards. And grabbed by Horton. And the former Panther and Bruin gets it in. Blues have been getting better every minute in the second period. Now Morrow, a soft shot. Big rebound. Popped up to Stewart. Now Stewart a drive. That goes behind the goal. Morrow can't get the puck in front.
That's a savvy play there by Brendan Morrow. Passing the puck basically off the left pad of the goaltender results in a rebound to Stewart.
Now Stewart to Morrow. Wide open is Cole. And his shot goes wide. And then back for Leopold. Snaps it on goal and a glove save by McElhinney. Flashed out the glove at the last second. Then we get a stoppage. Well, January 16th is Guys Night Out at Scottrade. So get a bunch of your guy friends together. Enjoy a great night of hockey as the Blues take on the Kings. Your price includes a pregame party, Guys Night Out playing cards, and much more. Visit stblouisblues.com/group deals for more information.
There's Guys Night Out right there. A young Vladdy Tarasenko fan right there. I'm not sure about the dancing skills there, fellas. Might have to go back to that Fred Astaire dancing school, Bernie.
Now Shattenkirk at the line, a shot after Sobotka won the faceoff. And the puck to center ice.
You think they know who Fred Astaire is?
No. You know, I think maybe disco lessons will be the next step. They don't go that far back.
They don't know who Fred Flintstone is, let alone Fred Astaire. Now Tarasenko for Sobotka. He works in, backhander. Rebound, they score! Sobotka! That's your guy.
Good backhander by Sobotka. McElhinney makes the save, but Tarasenko is on the doorstep, and Sobotka sweeps in and backhands it in. And it barely had enough gusto to get in there across the goal line. This second period has been a magnificent one here. The best period all season long for the Blues, and they finished it off here to make it a 2-2 hockey game. Led again by the Berglund line, Tarasenko and Sobotka.
And Sobotka buries it. First goal in 12 games, 6th of the year. And we've got a brand new game.
Blues goal is 6th of the season.
Well, the last time these clubs met, the Jackets coughed up a 2-goal lead and the Blues came back and won.
Yeah, led by Tarasenko and his great play. He scored 2 of the goals to get the comeback going.
And then Backus scored 22 seconds into overtime to win the game. It's 2-2 here. And the puck is under the Jacket player. That's Craig. And now recovered by Pietrangelo.
Shattenkirk gets his second assist of the game.
Sobotka assisted by
Sobotka from Tarasenko and Shattenkirk at 15:55. Now the Blues walk in again. Here's Darren Roy. Has a man in front. That was Stewart. called for the pass, but it was just off the mark. Now kept in by Cole. Lines up and fires it on goal. And a glove save by McElhaney. Now we get pushing near the goal.
I'm not surprised by this at all. It just takes a little bit of time for things to heat up between the St. Louis Blues and the Columbus Blue Jackets. Derek Roy's a good passer, and he had one on that last play, but we'll go back to the goal right there. And you see the way the three-man unit follows through, and Tarasenko drives hard, backs off the D, and look at Tarasenko. There's something special going on with these guys, that's for sure. But anybody struggling, there's Gary Agnew, the former assistant to Hitchcock when they were together in Columbus. But right away, going to the drawing board right there. And, yep, never stops, does it? That coaching and teaching and looking ahead and seeing what's developing and what might be there the next shift out there.
And it's kept in by Bolmeister now for Pietrangelo. Tipped in front. Johnson has it. He gives it away to Backes. It's all Blues at this point. In a 2-2 game. Now for Oshie. A pass off a skate and it goes down the ice. You mentioned Hitch and Agnew in Columbus. Only 3 players left when they were there. Jared Boll, McKenzie, and R.J. Umberger. The only 3 left when they were coaches there. As Pietrangelo gets it out. Now on to Lapierre. Nice move into the Columbus zone. Shoots. Lapierre for the Rockets.
Lapierre makes a fancy little toe-dragging move just at the blue line. Kind of gives him the old 9 of hearts, a little outside-inside. Thanks for coming there. A little play shot, and maybe the defenseman's stick gets in the way. Curtis McElhaney maybe lifting up because of that, but he can't track it. Loses it for a split second, beats him cleanly to the glove side.
And that's his 5th of the year. They lose it again. Lapierre, another great chance, and a save by McElhaney as he almost scored 2 goals within about 10 seconds. And the Blues have their first lead of the night. They're going 17-29, 3 goals in 10-26. What a turnaround here in the second period. Now Wisniewski. And he plays one in the corner, grabbed by Ian Cole. And you know what, Darren, as it turns out, Hitch was right. He felt his club was coming on when he talked to Bernie earlier.
Well, I think a lot of times you find good coaches in the league, and this is a former Jack Adams Award winner. When you're going really well, you're worried about falling apart. So you're a little bit more critical. When you're not going really well, you've got to find a way to pump the boys' tires. Give them some confidence. Let them know what they're doing well. I think that was a good example of that with that interview with Bernie.
That last goal, Lapierre from Pietrangelo and Bolmeister. That's 17-29. And now it's Tarasenko. He stripped the puck away from a Columbus player. And then Atkinson off the boards and off, I think, Tarasenko out of the playing ring. And we get a whistle.
You say 3 goals in 10 minutes and 26 seconds.
Exactly.
That's a sign of a good hockey club. Just countering back and never letting the game getting away from them. And their little fancy high stick there. And Atkinson's stick just barely glanced up there. Maybe it might have nibbled on the bottom of the visor there of Tarasenko.
And now Sobotka wins another face-off. Back to Jackman. Backhand feed to the front. Here's Sobotka, the drive rebound. Oh, just wide off Tarasenko. And now Berglund again on the cycle. Tarasenko to Berglund. And he stops to make a play. Dealt back to Shattenkirk. All the way across to Jackman. That drive, that was off a body and wide of the goal. Shattenkirk down low for Berglund. This line has been terrific tonight. Berglund for Tarasenko. Back to Shattenkirk. Wrist shot. It got through and a save by McElhaney, who's under siege in this second period. 17 shots for the Blues in the second period.
Bernie, when Scotty Bowman put the Russian 5 together in a game in Calgary, it was something to watch. And I'm certainly not comparing to this, but this is puck possession and hockey sense by these 3 players. This has been spectacular. Oh, Tarasenko nearly gets it there on the rebound.
The anticipation right now amongst that line, even the defense pairings is unbelievable. I mean, we're just they're not even looking where the passes are going. They know exactly where the guy's going to be. It's really fun to watch.
Look at Everett. Now Pietrangelo, nice outlet feed there for Schwartz. Schwartz to center for Oshie. He gets it deep with 20 seconds to go in the period. Now Schwartz is after it. And then Johnson can't move it by Oshie. Here's Schwartz again. Centering pass, that was blocked by Anisimov. And now Jack Johnson. Long stretch pass to Nathan Horton. Cuts to the middle to Johnson. He walks in, a shot and a save by Elliott, who has not had a lot of work in the second period.
That's a big save with only 2.5 seconds remaining. The Blues have done a good job lately of scoring late periods, and they get one at 17:29. You don't want to give one back. And a good wrist shot there by Jack Johnson, snubbed by Team USA, and only found out by watching the national broadcast. Here's a guy that has given his all to USA Hockey. Even flew his own jet there in 2010 to be a part of walking with the Flame, and the only hockey player to do so. Feel bad for Jack Johnson.
Represented the U.S. 11 different times in international competition. And Lapierre's goal at 17:29, the difference, after the Blues get goals from Jackman and Sobotka. And what a turnaround here in the second. 3 goals, Jim Hayes, on 17 shots. Quite a turnaround in the second period. The Blues score 3 goals on 17 shots. And they lead the Jackets 3-2. John and Darren back in the broadcast booth. And quite a turnaround led by the Berglund line, who, by the way, did get that first goal.
Berglund did get credited. Tough for the officials to figure that out. It took us a little bit of time. But I think all in all, and Bernie mentioned that with Jimmy the Cat Hayes, the cohesion, the lack of turnovers in their own zone, but really this line has been exceptional every time on the ice. Managing the puck well, no offensive zone turnovers, keeping the cycle down low, and then using their speed to get through the neutral zone. Tarasenko with a lot of real quick shots in this game. Here's the shot by Jackman. Berglund goes to the front of the net, but that play started way earlier than that, with Sobotka doing some work down low. Then they score the goal here to make it a 2-2 game, and they almost got one at the very end on a nifty little passing play. Rebound off the left pad. McElhaney can't control it. It goes right to Tarasenko and nearly in the net.
And the Blues win leading 18-0-3. The Jackets, when trailing after 2, are 1-14. Teams are at full strength there to begin this third period. And Berglund is out there with Tarasenko and Sobotka. Comes around to Tarasenko in front. They score! Berglund does it again! This line is red hot.
That's the kind of goal for the Stillman clan. They know that that can take the will out of the opposition. We mentioned that they've only come back once in 15 games when trailing after 2. We'll wonder if Sergei Bobrovsky gets in there. Another quick play here by this exceptional line. Good support down low, a very quick pass. And let's watch the stick position here. Berglund on the ice, battling for position, strong on his stick, and he beats Johnson to that position after a good pass from the corner.
His second tonight and 6th of the year. And the goal at the 14-second mark, and the Blues lead 4-2. And they have scored the last 4. And what a play by Tarasenko out of the corner. How he spotted Berglund, I have no idea. And now Pietrangelo almost lost something rather important there in front of his own goal. Play all the way down the ice. Shots in the game now 26-12 for the Blues, who lead 4-2.
17 shots the Blues had in that second period to recapture this game.
And a shot by Atkinson, and a good poke check there by Elliott on the Testu, who is in behind the Blues defense. Tarasenko and Sobotka get the assists on Berglund's second tonight. And now it goes toward the goal. It's covered by McElhaney. And a stoppage in play.
Well, right now the early leaders for our Bud Light player of the game are Berglund, Tarasenko, and Sobotka. All 3 of them. You know, there's been so many times this year where obviously the Steen, Backus, and Oshie line has carried the team. And then the Stewart line. got red hot, obviously, with Derek Roy and Brendan Morrow. And we've seen some good play from the fourth line. And now, this line here carrying the squad in this game against Columbus.
That line now with 3 goals and 3 assists tonight. Here is Atkinson back on the goal. On the boards for Como. Stripped by Stewart, played around by Leopold. And now back for Como. Long shot, bouncing. Oh, what a glove save by Elliott. As that was tipped on the way through.
All that juggling with the 3 balls that Elliott does before every game, that pays off with that quick reaction, hand-eye coordination there. A smart play by Como, kind of a lacrosse shot, bounce shot right there. Gets tipped down low off the ice, then it comes up high, and he gets it right in the webbing right there.
You know what, Perry? He didn't see that puck. No, he did not see it, but the glove was in the right position.
Bernie had a good look at that. His glove was there, huh?
Yes, it was. Look what I found. Hallelujah.
Well, we never say that. We never say, look what I found. We say our glove was in the right spot.
Yeah, that's true.
Shot by Reeves, and McElhaney's glove's in the right spot there. But unless I'm wrong, I don't think he saw that shot, Terry.
No, I agree with you. There's a lot of times where you don't. That's why your glove is on your hip in a situation like that. And when it gets deflected and goes down and up, that's really difficult. It's a difficult read. I was a big lacrosse player growing up, in indoor lacrosse, played on concrete. The Indian rubber ball, you take a lot of shots where you would purposely make a bounce shot. It's hard for the goalie to pick that up. Curtis McElhaney, on the other hand, he took that one off the bottom of his mask and down below. And it really rattled his cage a little bit with that shot from Ryan Reeves down the right side.
Blues have won 4 in a row. And with 61 points, they've already surpassed their point total from last year in that 48-game season. They had 60 last year, now with 61.
And this being the halfway point of the season, John, it would be pretty nice to get to 63 in 41 games. Pretty impressive. 126-point pace.
The Blues do have the best winning percentage in the entire league. Now generous shot off Pietrangelo wide, and that goes off the boards, covered by Brian Elliott, who going back to last year has won 12 straight at Scott Trade.
A franchise mark, which has been an unbelievable display. And you take a look at the goaltender for Ken Hitchcock right now. His goalie coach, Corey Hirsch, doing a fine job. And obviously, you wait for Yarrow to get better. I mean, it's concerning. We thought Yarrow would be okay and be back at it here. And instead, Jake Allen had to go down to the minors. And they hurried him there because the anticipation was that the Wolves were going to play him. They didn't play him in Grand Rapids. A little bit of a disappointment for everybody after all they did to get him down there. And then Jake Allen has to come right back up again. But give credit to Ray Burley, the trainer. His son Teddy did a great job in a few practices here while they were making the shuffle with Jake Allen.
Yeah, how old is he? Maybe 18 or so, right? And he's taking NHL shots.
Yeah, doing great too. Great kid.
Now the Blues get it back in the line to Shattenkirk. He's got some time. For Tarasenko to the front. Well, Sobotka was open, but that was off a stick. And now walked along by Foligno, the son of former NHLer Mike Foligno. And now it's Schwartz again for Shattenkirk. And then the captain Backus. He returns after a 3-game absence. Schwartz chased by Anisimov. Schwartz runs into Savard. And now Anisimov with it. And that's blocked by Oshie, but then on the second chance, Anisimov gets it out. Backus right back in for Oshie. Here's Oshie. Red shot. That was off a stick. And it smacks into the glass behind McElhaney. Jackets give it up. Bouwmeester in front of Backus. That was read well by Anisimov. And now moved in by Dubinsky. Brandon Dubinsky back to the keep. And he is canceled by Backus.
That's great support on the defensive side of the puck there by Backus, because Oshie was trying to take him out after Oshie also had to contend with Dubinsky, so he kind of lost his footing, and there was big David Backus right there.
4 minutes gone by, third period. The early goal again by Berglund from Tarasenko and Sobotka. Now picked off here by Morrow. Drops it off to Roy. And that was broken up at the last second, and now Letestu comes in. Down his off wing, a shot blocked by Cole. And now now we have a skirmish and we have a collision near the Blues net as Leopold's involved with Como.
And 3 right-hand shots put together there. Atkinson, Como, and Letestu driving in there on Brian Elliott. But time now for tonight's Check Replay, and it's brought to you by the great folks at BMO Harris Bank right there. Bunch of hits. Cole right there, and you see Peter Tootin and TJ Oshie going down. There's that play, Jack Johnson on Patrick Berglund, but Berglund has gotten the Jackets back after that hit because he's got 2 goals.
How about Ian Cole the other night? 9 blocked shots, the most by any player this year. And has moved to the right side tonight with Leopold. And Ian said this morning he's played a lot of right side in his career, collegiately and in the minors and a bit with the Blues. So he's looked right at home on the right side.
Blues are very fortunate. You ask any team around the league, the Blues have 8 National Hockey League defensemen. That is great depth.
Here's Lapierre one-on-one on Johnson. A shot, big pad saved by McElhaney. And then Leopold pushes one back of the goal. Yeah, a guy like Koliakova has come in and played so well in 10 games, and he's the odd man out tonight. And, of course, Roman Polak is out with that lower body injury.
Imagine we'll get the big boy from the Czech Republic back in the lineup.
Now it is Berglund, who has never had a hat trick, on for Sobotka. He'll cruise in. Tarasenko with a great move. Oh, to Berglund! And just knocked away at the last second. Tarasenko is playing with the most confidence he's had this year.
I think this line's staying together for a little bit.
I would think. Now Sobotka. Great move at the line. Beats 2 Jackets to Tarasenko. And a shot. That's blocked in defense by Craig. And the puck off the boards. And now back to center ice. Shattenkirk funnels it right back in.
Seriously. Can Sobotka elude that many guys? He's so strong on his skates. So deceptively strong.
And look from here. He went through one guy and under the other. And made a great play to Tarasenko. And now Oshie has the puck in his own line. And then Jackman comes up. Right back to Oshie. Shot to this period, 4-1 for the Blues. And 29-13 for the game. Here comes Umberger. He doesn't move it in. And it's grabbed by Alex Pietrangelo. And slowly to the line now to Backes. And the captain shot. A big rebound coughed up by McElhaney. But it goes right to Foligno, who gets it off the boards and out.
That's been the plan all game long. Funnel as many pucks off the pads of McElhaney as possible and see if you can come up with a rebound on any kind of juicy one.
Well, I tell you, there's been a lot of juicy ones that have come out there. The Blues have not got out to those rebounds, but I mean, that's good, smart hockey. I mean, right now, they are so methodical right now, the Blues. This is just like one line after the other. This is right now total control of the game.
Now Stewart back on the line, gets it back for Pietrangelo. Here's Pietrangelo again. Hooks one to the corner for Roy. And now for Bouwmeester. Morrow lets it go. And now it's collared by Stewart at the line, and that did come to center ice.
Yeah, they kind of put Pietrangelo in a tough spot right there because Babinski was about 3 feet away from Pietrangelo, so not much room to make a play.
And it's off the boards and out. In the last 4 wins, Hitchcock said a big reason why they won, superior goaltending and special teams. That has not been the case tonight. Not that Elliott hasn't played well, but that really hasn't been the difference tonight, the goaltending.
Hasn't had to be. Special teams haven't had to be. I call the keys to this one as a little bit of a wake-up call and regrouping for that second period, and it's been good. A great response after a little bit of a unfortunate bounces in the first, but more of a lackluster 5-man unit effort in the first.
And this will be an icing call. So it's been a blitzkrieg attack by the Blues since the start of the second. Well, all month on Toyota Blues Live, tune in for Holuary. Brett Hull shares stories and reflects on his time here in St. Louis. Toyota Blues Live, Tuesday at 8 o'clock, followed by the Blues and Oilers right here on Fox Sports Midwest. If it's going to be 0 degrees on Monday in St. Louis, I wonder what it will be in Edmonton when the Blues fly there on Monday.
It'll be balmy. Minus 48.
Here's Tootin, a shot that was blocked. And now Magnus Payarvi.
Not very often you go to Edmonton and it's warmer than St. Louis.
Well, I'm not saying it's going to be warmer there, but Here's Tootin at the line, a shot, and Elliott makes that save on Johnson. And the Blues throw it up the middle. That's an icing call coming up here against St. Louis.
Well, we've talked about this line all game long, the all-Euro line right now. We've got the Czech Republic, Sweden, and Russia represented here. And I would have to think that all three of them are going to represent their countries come the Olympics in Sochi. But, you know, Sobotka makes a lot of room for his line mates. Tarasenko has been on top of his game now for a month. Quick decision, supporting the puck, not kind of one and done. Earlier in the year, that was kind of a bit of a problem in Tarasenko's game, naturally, because he's so skilled. But he's learning that part of it, and he doesn't cough up that puck. They all make real good, smart, intelligent plays.
The Blues have owned the Jackets in this building the last couple of years, going 15-2-1. And a shot on Elliott is taken care of by the Blues goalie. Now we have a skirmish. We had 4 fights the last time these clubs met. It's been rather quiet tonight.
Well, including tonight, it's been 9 games since the last fight for the Blues, and that was in Ottawa. Tarasenko gets shoved there by Ryan Johansson. The Blues had not had a 9-game no-fight stretch since March 19th of 2009.
And we have a break in the action. Blues up by 2.
Jim Hayes with the Bommarito Sports Update. Sharks at the Avs earlier this afternoon. All Colorado early. Nathan McKinnon makes it 1-0 Avs. Then later, he scores again to make it 4-zip Colorado. Sharks go to work after that, but the Avs hold on to win 4-3. J.K. Banger, back to you.
And Eric Johnson had a goal for Colorado in that win.
Yeah, it had to be disappointing for Eric Johnson. He's also represented the USA in so many tournaments, including the 2010 Olympics, along with Jack Johnson. But he's had a heck of a year there in Colorado. So is that Nathan McKinnon. What a player he is.
You know what's crazy about it? There's only 25 spots.
Yep.
That's the unfortunate for all these great players in this league. And I mean, lucky there's lots of countries.
Yeah. I mean, it shows the growth of USA hockey.
Yep.
Here the Blues into the zone. David Backes with Schwartz. Backes to the front. Schwartz shoots. He scores! Schwartz gets the rebound.
And Schwartz's point streak continues. It's now an 8-game point streak with 6 goals and 4 helpers for the Wilcox, Saskatchewan native. And Schwartz is definitely with him here after Oshie strips the puck. Little chip in play by Backes. Keep your eye on the bottom part of your screen. Forehand back in. There's the rebound. All alone, untouched. Ryan Murray, the young first-rounder, doesn't get on the inside. The puck just squirts loose. And an easy one there for Schwartz after Oshie and Backes do a lot of the grunt work right there.
So points in 8 straight, and goals now in 7 of his last 8 games for Jaden Schwartz. His 15th of the year at 8:47, and the Blues have broken this thing open, leading 5-2.
Now, they didn't want all the glory going to that Berglund line tonight. Got to get involved a little bit. But a great play by Oshie in the neutrals on Bernie. He never stops. He strips the puck. Looked like old Pierre Turgeon right there.
Now Stewart and Atkinson behind the play. They have words. Stewart gave him a bit of a slash behind the play. And now the Blues dump it in. And Stewart goes after Savard in the corner. And it comes around to Letestu. Savard from the angle. That was blocked by Jackman. Backes and Oshie get the assist on that last goal by Schwartz. And it's 5-2. And we approach the midway point of the 3rd period. And the Blues have scored 5 goals at home for the 2nd straight game. And Johnson to hit back on the goal on Jackman. Now Jackman trying to move it. In comes Boone Jenner, who wears 38. Jenner trying to get the puck to the front. He goes the other way. Now for Umberger. And off his stick and wide. And then Umberger again. Turns, and Jackman broke it up.
Great defensive play by Jackman there. Didn't give Umberger anything.
And then Jackman, a little short backhand feed for Payarvi. And the big Swede chips one in, goes wide on Johnson. And then Ryan Reeves is there. As are about 3 other players. And finally it comes free to Johnson. And late on his shift. And now he goes for a skate, and behind the play we have Payarvi involved, and did the Blues have too many men? I'm not sure.
No, I think they're taking both of them. I think they're taking Payarvi and Boone Jenner off to the box.
And we're back here in St. Louis. Well, 2010 is the draft to remember for St. Louis Blues fans. Of course, that's the year they grabbed Jaden Schwartz and Vladimir Tarasenko both in the first round. And you think about all the great moves that Doug Armstrong has made as the GM here in St. Louis. Making that draft day trade with Ottawa certainly is right up there. You know, that was also the first trade for our first draft for Armstrong here in St. Louis, and the last draft for current Blue Jackets GM Jarmo Kekalainen, who of course had his hand in on a number of former Blues draft picks. A number of those guys are playing tonight, including Patrick Berglund, who has 2 goals, guys.
Thanks, Andy. And as you mentioned, Darren, Payarvi and Jenner get matching minors. And we'll go 4-on-4. The Blues have scored at least 5 goals for the 12th time this year. Saboka's shot blocked. He is out there with Berglund as the Jackets slow it down to their own zone. How about this one for our stats guru Dave Otto tonight, Hanger? Only 7% of the time when you're down 2-0 in a game, do you come back and win. Only 7% all year. Wow.
I think that percentage just went up, Johnny.
How about 8% of the time, Bernie?
Yeah, I think so.
Look at the last couple of meetings on December 14th. The Jackets led 3-1 after the first. Blues won it. And here the Jackets led 2-0. And the Blues look like they're safely on their way to victory.
You know, how many times have we seen this? It seems that it doesn't matter. We've seen this Blues team be behind by the first period all the time.
And a drive by Tootin was blocked. And now it's taken by Pietrangelo on to Oshie, one man back. It's Johnson, and Oshie's shot is deflected to the corner by Jack Johnson.
I think the blade of Oshie snapped there as he was releasing the puck.
And then back as a great forecheck on Como. Almost guided that puck in on goal. And then Tootin for Johnson. 4-on-4 for another 45 seconds. As Tootin moves in wide. Pass to the deep slot. Taken by Nathan Horton, the former Bruin, right in front. And a diving play by Bouwmeester to break it up. And now Tootin in behind the goal. He centers it. Johnson a shot right past, saved by Elliott. What a pass by Tootin.
Little heel-to-toe saucer right on the mark to Johnson, who's really picked up his play in the third period here.
And now Roy back to the cage. And he bumps Johnson, gets the puck though. Derek Roy back for Leopold. And his shot, high one into the glove of McElhaney. And we get a stoppage.
Now for Jordan Leopold, a good return to the lineup. Really good return. When you're gone that far, you're working on your conditioning. He's been snapping the puck around in practice for the last couple of weeks, and we knew he was close. Once he came on that road trip out west, the same one we're going to head on to, Calgary and Edmonton. Deja vu all over again. Now there's David Backes too. As this game's gone on too, Bernie, I think you'd agree his skating has improved, his timing and his pace of play has picked up.
Yeah, I would agree. When we talked to Leopold before the game, though, Panger, it's like very difficult with this schedule. I mean, these guys are playing every other day or every day. He really can't get a full practice with the guys, so it's been hard for Leopold really to get into this game shape. So I'm sure it's a lot harder tonight for him than it was, you know, in the practice, a few practices that he's been in.
Leopold had a ligament rupture in his finger. He said the doctor that did the surgery said that ligament that ruptures, he said in 25 years of practice, he's never seen it rupture. He said normally it just sprains.
Incredible injury, you know. We think we've seen it all in the game of hockey with the amount of injuries that take place, but not that one.
Good news about that, though, is that it's not load bearing, and you can actually skate and do a lot of things to keep in shape without, worrying about your, hand not getting out of shape.
Yeah, Bernie, he's been practicing and shooting pucks for a couple of weeks now with a brace on the finger.
Right, he's been able to skate. I think that's the most important too, Johnny, is that when he's doing stops and starts, he's got the flow drills and can be on the bike. So if you have a leg injury, you can't be on the bike or skate. So it's a big difference.
Now it is Foligno, a pass down low. That was intended for Corey Trop. And the Blues head the other way, back to full strength here. And the puck off the glass and onto center ice. Shots in the game, 33-17 for the Blues, who lead 5-2. Now Foligno comes in. Nick Foligno sends it back to the line. Wisniewski a drive and a save by Elliott. And that may have been tipped in front by Trop. And now Oshie, look out here. Pushed from behind by Wisniewski and then broken up by Morrow. Now back is in for Pietrangelo. Leaves it for Oshie. Back to Pietrangelo. Circles the wagons in front. Wraparound try. And that was turned away. Now a shot. He scores! Pietrangelo! How did that get in?
Well, good little give and go on the right side. And Pietrangelo thought that he might have it on a fake shot and then a wraparound. It doesn't go his way, but he continues on. And Pietrangelo has a lot of options, keeps his head up the entire way, and then decides to snap it high to the blocker's side. Head up, looking for other options. There are no other options. You got men going to the net. Schwartz is there. Backus is there. And this is a classic old-school goal-scoring celebration. Not much to it, is there? And none of those 5 players went to the bench. They, again, celebrated at center ice and then went for a line change.
5th of the year, first in 29 games for Benito of King City, Ontario. Now Stewart a shot. Tipped away by the Jackets. Payarvi works down low. And now Jenner to the corner. Here's Leopold. That shot comes in front. And then knocked to the corner. Oshie and Backus get the assist on the goal by Pietrangelo at 14-13. And it's 6-2 for the Blues.
Well, the only line that doesn't have a point right now is that the Morrow line with Roy and Stewart. They'll be chomping at the bit to get on the board here.
And before Christmas, they were the hottest line by far.
They carried the squad for a long stretch.
3-on-2, LaPierre drive, and a blocker save by McElhinney. And now Johnson at his own line. And ahead for Dubinsky. Hooked a bit by Shattenkirk, and then they collide. Here's Dubinsky, back to Nikitin. All the way around with 4.5 to play here. Now Berglund chops it out. Sobotka's in the area. He gets there first. 3 Jackets are back, so Sobotka waits for some help. To Jackman, to Shattenkirk, a shot. Another shot by Shattenkirk after Anisimov blocked the first one, and that stung.
Oh, did it ever. Oh, he is in some pain, but what a play by Sobotka with that saucer pass, waiting for the late man to join the rush. Pietrangelo's got one, 6-2 Blues.
Well, another huge crowd at Scottrade, over 19,000. And they're even doing the chicken dance here with 6 goals and a 6-2 lead.
They're just having a good old time here. This is why they're happy. How can you not be happy here? Outscoring the opposition 29-15. That's a plus 14 goals, 4 goals against, as I do my quick math there, John Kelly.
A lot of big max, too, isn't it? 4 goals?
Yeah.
Almost 5 per night. Now it is Cole and Atkins into the corner.
At the beginning of the year, people were wondering if the Blues were going to have enough offense.
Next question. Only Chicago has scored more. And now it's Nikitin for Savard. And then moved along by the former Blue. Nick Nikitin's drive. Scooped up by Elliott. Keeps play moving. And now Cole for Sobotka. Rackets come back in. Foligno, good move. He moves in, a shot and a save by Elliott as he was screened at the last second. Tarasenko a feed for Sobotka. Poked away by Wisniewski, now for Foligno in the slot, and a glove save and a dandy by Elliott.
Holy, jumping, doing the splits and grabbing a pea out of fog right there. Made that one look easy. That's one of those fun ones. You grow up, play some street hockey, you do the splits, see it off the stick nicely, tracks it the whole way. That's when it's fun being a goalie right there. Shuffling side to side, getting yourself in a position, seeing if there's anything else out there. You still have to look around and have that hockey sense to know, is there a pass? Is there another option? That's just a clean old wrist shot right there.
And Elliott is about to go to 12-1-2 on the year. Amazing numbers for the native of Newmarket, Ontario.
And just a minuscule goals against average. I mean, he comes into this game with a 1.84 goals against average and a .928 save percentage. I mean, for people out there that are new to the game of hockey, what's that mean? Well, he's stopping almost 93% of every shot that comes his way. Strong numbers.
And the 1.84 average, 4th best in the league.
Well, it's incredible. He only has one loss, guys, in regulation. That's amazing.
Now it is Oshie on to Backus. And he moves in. And that's patted away by McElhaney. And then poked by Shattenkirk. And that is taken by the Jackets, and they play it down the ice. Now for Backus again. Elliott's only loss this year was in San Jose when the Blues allowed 4 goals in the first period and fell 6-3. And that was the day after Thanksgiving. So that was right. Elliott and the Blues had too much turkey, and that's the only reason they lost.
Turkey stuffing in gravy. It kills you every time.
Not the only reason. San Jose is a good team.
Darn right there.
Having some fun here.
A good starting team, too, huh?
Yeah, they are. There's a pad save by Elliott. And now Tootin has it. And that's to the corner for Leopold. Stewart trying to move it along. Stays in there. One-timer by Nathan Horton, who had the game winner the other night. That was a fluttering shot. Horton gets it again. One-time 30-goal score with Florida. Now Horton for Johnson. Wrist shot. That was wide on the short side. And then Horton again. Push to the line, and that did come to center ice.
That did. Tootin bailed out on the line. Couldn't keep it in with one hand on his stick.
And now it's Roy for Stewart. And he's forced back to center by Anisimov with 1:25 to go.
I think Horton's finding out how hard it is to sit out 40 games after surgery and then come back. I think maybe adrenaline the first night when he scored his goal in Phoenix, but I think it's been a lot tougher out here for him tonight. Good regroup there.
Shoulder surgery is Nathan Horton. Now Berglund for Sabotka, the shot. Trying to go top corner. As you saw, Missouri Lottery Blues Live is coming up next.
1 minute to play in the third
The
period.
final minute here is Scott Drake. Berglund to the line. It bounced on Shattenkirk. And he's in a race here with Atkinson. And Shattenkirk rolls off a check, gets it out, and then it's jammed back in by Savard. It was 2-0 Columbus after 1, but since then it's been all Blues with 3 goals in the second and 3 more in the third.
They did not waver. Stayed with the game plan. Kept the game going north in the second period. And the Berglund line really started taking over puck possession in the offensive zone. I think that gave the other lines a lot more confidence. They could roll one line after another. And another great performance on home ice.
And now it's Johansson in the slot. Late shoots it up high, and a save again by Elliott, who's bothered by Foligno and makes the save.
And Nick Foligno and Brian Elliott are best buddies. They go back to their Ottawa Senator days there. And in each other's wedding parties. And I'm sure a few words being said right there. Competitive friendship, huh, Bernie? Happens all the time.
Absolutely. You know, you've got a job to do, and you know you can be best friends, but when you have a job on the line, there is no friendship whatsoever.
And 8.6 seconds left. The Blues about to win their 29th game of the year. Face-off control. Here's Savard. Back of the goal. And that's going to do it. The Blues win it 6-2.
Keep climbing up the ladder. They're up to 63 points right now in the Western Conference. So after falling behind by 2, Elliott gets some offensive run support, and Berglund, Tarasenko, and Vladimir Sabotka lead the charge.
And Elliott gets his 12th win. Berglund with 2 goals ties his career high. As the Blues outshoot the Jackets 37-24 and win it by 4.
great time.
Very impressive win indeed.
Yeah, and the love tradition, waiting for these great fans. They don't vacate the building with a big lead. They hang around and they wait for the players to salute the crowd. Here's our Bud Light players of the game. You got to crack open 3 because it's not going to just one guy. And why would it in a game like this? It goes to Sobotka, Berglund, and Vladimir Tarasenko as they light it up offensively, take care of their own zone, and lead the charge here in this game.
Let's go downstairs. Tom Calhoun with the 3 stars.
Now, Blues fans, let's meet the Bud Light 3 stars of tonight's game. The game's 3rd star, recording 2 assists and playing in a forward for the Blues, number 91, Vladimir Tarasenko. The game's 2nd star, scoring 1 goal and adding an assist, playing in a forward for the Blues, number 17, Vladimir Sobotka. And the game's 1st star, scoring 2 goals and playing in a forward for the Blues, number 21, Patrick Berglund.
Yes, indeed, the number 1 star of the game, Bergie. This is a good omen for you. This is the 2nd time in a week you've been out here. But tell me what happened. It was 2-0 for the Columbus Blue Jackets. What happened in between periods that put you guys on fire for the 2nd and 3rd?
Yeah, obviously, again, we came off with a bad start. Things we've been talking about for a long time with these bad starts. But obviously, we came into the locker room. We knew it wasn't right and came out, competed much harder and started shooting the puck on that and got traffic, and we got a few.
And for you, a couple of goals tonight. The goals have been kind of scarce for you. What was different tonight for you? Did you getting the bounces for a change?
Well, I guess so, yeah. The first one just kind of touched my knee a little bit. Good shot by Jackson. The second one, I kind of just went to the net and kept my stick down. Great pass by Vladdy. So, I'll take him, and obviously nice to score.
You mentioned Vladdy. You, Sobotka, and Tarasenko. You had Vladdy on the left wing tonight. Tell us a little bit how good that must feel to get a little chemistry like you guys had tonight.
Well, Sobe had such a great year going. He's a solid player, always bringing the best, and Tank is Tank, great shot, and really fun to watch out there. So obviously, it's a great opportunity to play with those guys, and hopefully we can keep going.
Congratulations on the goals, the win. Keep her going. Get a big road trip out west.
All right, thank you, Bernie.
That's Patrick Berglund, the number 1 star, his 5th and 6th goals tonight, Jimmy. So what a night for the Blues and for this crowd here. Let's go back upstairs to you, Jim.